some stepping down on their data. They from artificial. They from artificial bot. Why you think they standing down on their dates? Why you think they standing on here with some artificial bots? Fucked over these artificial texts. Let them in disrespect. I'm the solar data that answer to these pets. Call me solar blood one. Anyways, welcome to the Sunblood Network, home or where you can be taught the technology of your body and mind. And with that being said, we back with another one. You know what I'm saying? So look, right? I tell you all the time, right? When you out in reality, right? Make sure you get them Easter eggs. You know what I'm saying? Now, look. I know Easter ain't real, okay? Make sure that's what we say in the game, all right? All right. Make sure you get those. Bro, oh my God. I couldn't believe this was happening in front of me. Now, I'm not going to say, okay, hold on. Let me rephrase that. It's not that I couldn't believe it was happening in front of me. The shocker and the reality check, out of this world. Out of this world, blood. Out of this world. Out of this world. You know how someone tell you, like, it's out of this world, bro. Now you got to see it for yourself, bro. Like, I may be telling you about it, but this is something you got to, like, you got to hop in you got to hop in there. And you got to experience it yourself, like, bro, just hear me out for a minute. Please. Okay? Hear me out for a minute, right? So, most craziest thing happened to me today. Yeah, in that moment, it's actually, I became consciously aware of why it happened. So, I'm going to tell you, right? So, just listen to this shit. This shit crazy, okay? So, it's this movie about Queen and Slim, right? Now, hear me out, okay? I haven't seen that movie in probably I seen it when it first came out. I went to the movie theaters when it first came out. I remember that. What year it came out? I can't say. But that's the last time I watched it. So from that date when it first came out in the movie theaters, that's the last time I seen it, right? So, right? I was with this girl, right? In the past, right? We seen the movie together. You know what I mean? We was like, damn, this shit fucked up, right? Years went by. A couple of years went by. We broke up with each other, right? So then, out of nowhere, you know, I'm laying down, sleep, you know what I'm saying? And I have a dream where it's like, it's kind of identical to like the Queen and Slim thing. But then I'm like, why am I having these dreams? Now, peep, watch. It's brazy tech, bro. This shit get brazier. I'm not trying to like create it. You know how you overly think, then you start processing it, then you start believing into it. I'm just like, I'm just literally watching things, right? So peep, right? That happened, whatever the case may be, right? So then, in this situation, right, it get deep. It really do. It's like, I don't know, it's like something I feel like self trying to show me something like you ain't trying to, you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to, you know what I'm saying? Trying to help you. Like, okay, right? So then, right, I'm over here at Walmart, right? We taking out old shelves, putting up new shelves and stuff like that, right? So then while I'm doing this, everybody like, yeah, such and such queen over there. So I look, I'm like, hold on. What's this? What's the coincidence of all this? What's this? Now I'm gonna just watch. Yeah, I'm gonna just watch this shit. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, what the fuck? But this ain't the real. This right here. This can't be. This can't be the real. This supposed to be Queen. Yeah. This can't be the real one. I'm gonna show you why. Come here. I'm gonna show you two different dreams that I just had. This shit crazy as fuck. Right? This one can't be the real one. No, it can't be. I'm gonna show you why. I'm gonna show you why I'm telling you that. The reason why I say that is because this individual is not aligned with themselves in order to make the connection that's in front of them. No. Look. Hear me out. What happened if, right? A lot of people don't think about this, but what happened if you say you was aligned with yourself, right? And then whatever that yourself was experiencing, you get the experience, right? So then look at it like this. Let's say the person that you got with, they was aligned with themselves too, right? And that's how y'all was able to meet up. You can only follow the timeline of yourself. If you follow the timeline outside of yourself, you're gonna get lost. I already know that already. So you follow the timeline of yourself, right? Let's say you meet with, you know what I mean, another individual. But let's say in a certain situation, you had to be there, right, to help them save their life. Let's say you was on a boat, right? One of y'all fell inside of the ocean. Motherfucker hopped in there and got you. If they wasn't there, what that would have happened? You should think about that sometime. You could be ruining your whole timeline and be like, what the fuck? Like, yeah, you were supposed to be here with someone. No fucking way. Yeah. Like, I'm going to say this. This is not the first time I have experienced this. This is why I'm saying this. I'm not saying this just to, like, randomly just talk about some shit. There was another dream where a brother of mine, well, a past brother, had to let him go. You know, some things you just gotta let go. Some things you just have to let go. But he was telling me about his dream. Yeah, he was telling me about his dream. He was like, yeah, bro, you know what I'm saying? We was in a dream, whatever the case may be. I'm like, go ahead and take me through this. Show me what's happening, right? So he like, yo, look, you know what I'm saying? What happened was, I guess the world was, I guess in this time frame, it was zombies, okay? I know this shit sound crazy, but that's what he was telling me, right? He was like, yeah, it was zombies. They was trying to get us and stuff. So we ran into this barn. We started fucking them up, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, And so what else happened? He like, well, they started, you know, it was a whole bunch of them. So I was like, okay, what happened? He started feeling him. Yeah, the brother. He started feeling like, oh, they was gonna overcome us, right? He said I started going crazy inside of this shit, and then picked him up and we flew away. Can I ask you a question? Let me just ask you a question right here. If we're not talking today, right? How is that supposed to happen? You see, dreams be telling motherfuckers something, but they be ignoring shit. They be like, oh hell no, fuck you. Like, what happened if you needed me right there? Look like you be doing that scene yourself. Oh no, have a nice day. No, it's all right. You handle that yourself. Yeah, you handle that yourself. You'll be okay. Connections with life is a lot more better. Yeah, you can't throw you see that phone you got? What you gonna do? Throw it at the fucking zombies trying to eat you? Oh, they're gonna fucking laugh, buddy. They're gonna fucking laugh. let me say something. I'd rather have a relationship with my truthful brother that's gonna be like, oh yeah, regardless of money, or if the world crash, always got you. You're gonna be all right. Really? Yeah, I need that. Yeah, I need that type of, I need that. Yeah, I need that. I'd rather that right there. Like, you can't pay for that. I mean, you could pay for someone to be fake loyal to you, if that's what you do, but naturally, no, you can't pay for that. Yeah, you can't pay for that. I mean, you think you can, but you really can't. You know what I'm saying? So I said, whoa, dreams be telling some shit. But the individual that I'm standing in front of, I'm like, I don't feel like this the real individual. Everything that they told me about themselves, right, was literally, they would tell me this shit was so funny because I was talking to her at Walmart. Shit was so funny. I was like, are you open-minded? And she was like, yeah. I was like, let me ask you a better question. Are you teachable? She was like, yeah. Huh. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I'm just gonna watch this just to see what's gonna happen. No way. I'm just gonna watch. Yeah, I already know the answer already. I'm just watching. This is comedy. Yeah, this is comedy. I know you're not. Anyways, go ahead. Yeah, see, that's the thing. I do a lot of socializing with girls, so I get to know they full mind before I even approach that shit. Yeah, that's what I be doing. I be, let me see. Oh yeah, damn, I'm good. Yeah, nah, buddy, you can have her. Yeah, she got, yeah. You're like, oh hell no, I see why you gotta be careful out here. You gotta know what's in there. Yeah, the body is all right. Don't get me wrong, but this, yeah, this the weapon. Yeah, you gotta know what's up in there. Yeah, Shorty told me some shit like she hate dudes and shit. I'm like, whoa, that's a whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, I don't want to be around that. Let me tell you why. The reason why I want to be around that is because in my reality, I'm in peace and love and shit. You know what I'm saying? So none of that shit ain't real to me. Yeah, none of that shit ain't real. Nah. You can't tell me in my reality that a man and a woman hate each other. You can't. I don't believe in shit like that. Yeah, I don't believe in none of that shit. Hell no. You could tell me that till you blue in the face. I'd be like, okay. I still don't believe it. How you gonna hate what you come from? What the hell? Yeah, you can't. I mean, you can do it. You're just playing a magic trick with your own mind, you know. I guess maybe some people are into fucking their own minds like that, I guess. But for me, I'm looking at it like that's where you come from. Yeah, without that way of life, you wouldn't be here. Right. So value life a little bit more. Yeah, let it just naturally teach you. Yes, just let life just teach you. Because when you think you the teacher of life, life is gonna show you something better. Yeah, I'm just gonna walk out your life and just watch the embetterment. Hell yeah. You know how you'll be talking to someone, right? And they'll tell you all the things that you'll be like, let reality settle in a little bit more. It'll happen. This woman was telling me, this shit was so funny. This lady was telling me, she was like, yeah. I was like, what I said? Because I always like saying this to girls. It'd be the most funniest reaction I always get. So I was like, you plan on having kids in the future, right? She like, what? I'm like, yeah, hey, this the part of the argument. She about to argue with herself. Watch me, she better watch me, see? So what happened? She like, yeah, I don't want kids, such. I'm like, So she's having an argument with what's between her legs. That's all it is. Yeah, she's hating on her between her legs. That's what she's doing. I see what's going on. Yeah, you seen that? That's normal? Yeah, I never seen that before. Yeah, that's not even real. Yeah, that's not real. Yeah, I'm just trying to see what's going on. Yeah, that's not real. Yeah, you can't how you can't get mad at how you was created. Yeah, you can't get mad at that. Hell no. You getting mad at your own private parts? Oh, God gave you those private parts for a reason. Yes. You should be happy that you have those. Oh my God. Human beings are something to laugh at, baby. I'm trying to tell you, it's Comedy Central all through humanality. I'm trying to tell you, you got motherfuckers that's hating on their own private parts. Like, what the fuck going on? Motherfuckers hating their own minds, their own chromosomes, their own natural DNA. Like, what the? God damn. Y'all people got to slow down with that self-hate now. Y'all got to slow down. Because it's comedy for me. I'm like, this is just not real to my world. It's just not. I'm like, when she said those two things, I was like, wow. Great. I guess that's for her. Yeah. See, yourself will show you things, right? Just before you try to, you know what I'm saying? See, sometimes you just got to knock on the door and let it just open for itself and to show you certain things before you walk on the other side. Okay? You got to understand that life is fun. It is, because I get to see certain things and I'll be like, I want to see how that's going to work out for that person. Right. I do. That shit was funny. I was like, all the people that told me that they don't want kids, make all of them have kids. Yeah. Make all of them have kids. Every last one of them. There you go. All y'all having kids. Yeah, you're not going to stop this because your attitude problems. Like, well, fuck about those attitude problems. What? You think you got a choice in this? Yo, let me say this. We human beings, right, as a whole, they got a lot to learn and to do. So let me show you something real quick that we can understand something. Women would say this is what I'm saying. The women that's on the planet, they would say, we have a choice to get pregnant or not. Okay. Okay, now girl, you rocking this show right here. You all right. Let me show you something right here that's way more powerful than your opinion. Okay? Let me ask you a question. You breathe in air, don't you? Like, yes. Who controls the air? Huh? No, you get that from where? From the trees. Of life. Exactly. So you breathe in life. Can I ask you a question? If Mother Nature decides to say she's going to change, right, the information and data within the air that you just look at as air, but it's information and data that's within the air, what happens if she change it, right, where she make all the women want to get pregnant? How you going to fight against that? Oh, no, you good. No, girl. I'm going to show you how you going to fight it. Come here. I'm going to help you. No, I'm going to help you fight it. Come here. Get in the house. Close the doors. Close all the windows. There you go. It won't get in there. There you go. Sit in there. Girl, this is a magic trick. All the air that's from outside is already inside the house. Stop. It's okay. I got a different one. Get inside the car. You get in the car. Roll the windows up. Is it not working? Like, no, it's still wanna. You think that can't happen? Go watch a movie called The Happening. You think that can't happen, but go watch the movie called The Happening. You'll understand something. Yeah, it's a reason why you're shown movies like that. Yeah. You think that can't happen. Okay. Keep on playing. Go out there and yell at Mother Nature and say that can't happen. Yeah, you all are not going to do that shit. Yeah, they know what'll happen. Mother Nature, there you go. And pollinate your mind. Now, life. There you go. You all think you have like no, we can control that. No, you cannot. You cannot control that. Yo, listen, this is why I say this world right here consists of a lot of comedy. I be laughing at a lot of stuff that we like humans, they think like they control this shit. Like, yeah, we control the air. And no, there's certain things There's everything. There's nothing that you control. It's just a perspective that you believe into. That's it. And it works. Right. You know what I'm saying? So that can actually happen. Yeah. I feel like that would be great to do. Yeah, the planet just all y'all get pregnant. There you go. More life in the planet. There you go. Now you can look at a smaller version of yourself and probably pick up some pieces, what you left on the floor for yourself. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes kids have that effect on the conscious as a whole. Like, hold on, damn. I remember I used to do this when I was a kid, right? You still is a kid. Yeah, you still a kid. You just got bigger. That's all. Shit is funny as hell today. I'm not gonna lie. I was watching a gang of entertainment. Yeah. And unfortunately, they're gonna be like, why you not talking to us no more? You're too deep in dumbality right now. I'm gonna say this: the comments when it comes towards your body, save that comment for Mother Nature. You got to tell her that. She's the one that provides you with your air supply. Okay, so go tell her that. Yeah, she don't mind talking to you. You go tell her that. Unfortunately, you're not gonna tell her that though. You know better. Yeah, you know better. You know you are not gonna go outside as a woman and tell Mother Nature like, yeah, you can't get me pregnant. You're not gonna say that. You know better. It's the reason why you're not going to do that. Could you share that with us? We would like to know. You know what I'm saying? Nah, that's not something that I'm thinking about, bro. There's a difference. In this present moment, I'm not even thinking about it. Even when I get up, I don't think about it. So that's got to be something a little bit more different. I can understand something like, okay, I'm about to go take care of something on this day. Then that's something different. But this is just coming to me repeatedly. It's not like I'm staying stuck on it even when it happens. After it happens, I kind of just like, process it, okay, that happened, this happened, such and such. But do I go like deep into it like, oh yeah? And no, I don't do all that. So I know it's got to be something more than that. And then it's not one time. It happens repeatedly. So it's got to be something more. That's what I'm saying. And then I had said to this lady, out of nowhere, I just said this to her. It was this one lady. She was sitting there, and she had a unk on the back of her neck, and I was like, "That's an unk." She was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Oh, that's nice," right? So then after that, I just randomly said this to her in that moment. Like, I was like, "Yeah," I was like, the movie Queen and Slim. You know what I mean? If you ever want to, know why I did it, you know what I'm saying? It's because, how can I say? I said to her, I said, the things that you love, right? You build a bond with. You know what I'm saying? And what you build a bond with is what that you gonna always remember. You know what I'm saying? So in situations like that, it can become like love can become deadly though. In the way that not in the way that you think. So like, let's say, right? Let's just say, and I'm not projecting this in my reality, but just based on what I'm being shown. Let's say I'm in the car. Let's say I got my girl with me. Let's say this is a real situation. You know what I'm saying? This is not no, oh, we just playing around with each other. This is a real situation, right? Let's say a cop feeling that dumb shit today. Let's say he violating laws and all type of shit. Do I sit there and let you take away what I love, or do I just put you down for what I love? You know I don't give a fuck about your opinion, right? No. I'm just letting you know how I move. I don't process titles or other people trying to do something to what I love. I don't process it like that. If I tell you to stop and you're attacking something I love and I know that you're harming it and it's not trying to harm you, oh, I put you down. I don't give a fuck about your court system or nothing like that. I give a fuck about that. Yeah, I give a fuck about that. When I love something, you don't have the permission to destroy it. I have the permission to destroy you. You don't destroy what the fuck I love. I give a fuck about you. The fuck is wrong with people? You don't think it's people in this world that work like that? Yeah, you must be out your. I'm trying to tell a motherfucker. Like, you don't touch what the fuck I love. That's like you touching one of my kids. I give a fuck about your title. That's my child. Fuck wrong with you? When I love something, you can't take it away from me. I created that. So with that being said, you can't just take something away from me. What's wrong with you? You must be out your fucking mind. You think you got the permission to do that? Well, I got the permission to exile your shit. I don't give a fuck about none of that. No, that motherfucker dead. Shit, the one that I love still right there. I don't give a fuck. I'm not with none of that shit. That's time to me. That's like trying to take someone conscious and re-engineer it to like what you want it to be. Oh, I should better do this to you because of this title, these words. I don't give a fuck about none of that. You think I give a fuck about that? I don't give a fuck about that. Give a fuck. If I tell you that's what I love, you don't touch that. You don't sit here and try to destroy it, or you will be destroyed. That's the way I read. I don't read no other type of way. What? What? Maybe you not like that. Maybe you don't love what you love that much. If somebody else can just come in your world and just take it. Yeah, you don't have that type of love. You don't. I already have that already. If I would do it for myself, yeah, I'm going to do it for something I love. You're not going to sit here and destroy it in front of me. Oh, hell no, you're not doing that. You're not doing that. That's why when I say love, that love is unconditional. I could be upset with you, and I would never let no one destroy you. I could be straight up, I could be full-blown upset with you, like, fuck all that shit right there. You not doing this? No, I still love them. We just going through emotion together. Yeah, this love today, this shit is conditional love. This shit fake as a bitch. This shit fake. You wouldn't do what I would do. You only got one form of love. You know what that is? I love you. But you don't got the actions that's behind this shit. You don't got them type of actions. Somebody can just come in your household, grab a motherfucker up, and it is what it is. You're not doing that with mine. You're not doing that. No, you're not doing that. You're not doing that. Just because you have a bad day, you want to take it out on who I love. No, you're not doing that. No one gave you permission to do that, and I'm not accepting this of it. No. What's going on? What is going on? What is going on in the world? This world funny as fuck. So last time I checked, it's a video game. So you're going to add this in the video game, stank the video game. There you go. Yeah, you don't do that. You got it? All right. That's just a shot right there to your world. That way they understand. It ain't hard to understand. It ain't hard. It ain't hard. Definitely ain't hard. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like the system, in a way, used another individual who I was talking about, right, to be on some, you know what I'm saying? But I know that's not the real one. This one different. I'm trying to tell you, this one different. I don't like I say all the time, your love might be conditional. Your love may not be that strong. You know what I'm saying? I could be upset with you, but if I got real love for you, oh yeah, I'm not going to let nobody just violate you. Hell no. Nah. That's not how I move. I know that shit gonna blow over. It is, because we can be heated in that moment. But if we got structure with each other, we'd be like, it's just like me and my brother, right? I have one real brother. That's what I have, right? When it come with me and him, we have a structure with each other where we can literally be like, all right, bro, I'm gonna talk to you about this shit later. Nah, because I don't want to boil into an argument. I don't want to argue with you, bro. And that's how we run. We know, like, we don't argue. That's not what we do. If we can't talk in that moment, it's like, let this shit blow over. Because you upset, I'm upset. Let this shit go down a little bit and then come back around like, all right, bro, let me talk to you real quick. Yo, such, you know what I mean? This is second, third, such. Like, for real? Yeah, but such. Like, all right, look, I won't do that, all right? My bad. No, what can I do to make this shit right? Do this. All right, come on. Well, now we on something. That's something totally different. That's a bond. And most motherfuckers, they be hating on that shit. With me and my brother, like, that's my brother. What the fuck you mean? I don't argue with him. I feel, if I go to argue with him, myself check me. Like, it make me feel like I'm doing something wrong. Because I'm not supposed to argue with him. He's not someone to argue with. He's not. Like, that's why I said, if I don't argue with him, then if I see somebody trying to argue with him, I already know. I look at them like, yeah, they doing something wrong. I already know. That much, so much what they doing. Yeah, they do not see me in the cut, do they? You don't see me. My other brother, he dark-skinned. You wouldn't know. If you see my other brother, you'd be like, that's your brother? Like, yeah, that's my brother. See, the cars, they beeping and shit. That's what they always say. They look at us, they be like, that's your brother for real? Like, I'd be like, that's my brother. Then we get to hanging around each other like, nah, that's really his brother. What the fuck? I'd be like, what? Stop doing that shit. Y'all be doing that other shit, that colorism shit. I don't do that. I don't do that. I'm gonna tell you some shit. This shit was funny as a motherfucker. Real shit. It was like girls, they was talking about, different body types, complexions, all that stuff that they talk about. You know what they talk about, right? So I said the most. It's how I said it, though. And they all, like, resonated with this shit, like, at one time. This shit was brazy how I did this shit. I wasn't even really, like, thinking about it. You just, like, how you just have a great conversation with some people, and then you say something great that you like, damn, I didn't expect it to be like that, but that just played. It's all good. So, they were talking about, different body types, skin complexions, and shit like that. And I said some shit like, trying to remember how I specifically said it, but I wish I would have recorded it. But I said something like, I was like, well, if you ask me, right, majority of y'all really is an offspring of the dark-skinned one right here. The room just paused for a second, right? Then I was like, just being honest with you, right? You is one of the beautifulest ones, you know what I'm saying? But, just don't walk yourself into, a stereotype. And you'll understand what I'm saying. It was like, nigga, they was stuck. I don't know why they was stuck. I think they was looking at me. Some women, they have that they have that perception where they like, oh, he would probably like this type of girl, this type of girl, this type of girl. When I said that shit, they was stuck for a minute like, hold on. Stop. He like her too? What the fuck is wrong with y'all girls? I don't be doing the discrimination card. Yeah, I don't do none of that shit. I fuck with all of them. I love all of them. The crazy ones too. I just play from afar from them. They can show you some crazy shit from afar. Hell yeah. What you about to do to that dude? This crazy shit? Let me see. Hell no, I'll never go through no shit like that. See what I'm saying? You got to understand that. That's just what they do. They all do that's just what they do. You got to look at it like, they're going to do what they do. But it's up to you to accept it. There you go. what I'm saying? You play the game like that, you're gonna love the game more. You are. You're gonna love that shit. You're gonna be like, yo, this shit actually fun. So you telling me now you can get to know what it is from the far right there. You ain't got to accept it, you see? Because things have to naturally reveal itself. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Oh, now I'm good. You play by those rules, you won't really have too many headaches. Yeah, you play by them rules, you're gonna be all right. Hell yeah, I'm trying to tell you, you're gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? And that's why girls, they be looking at me like, bro, Brazy Tech. Talking to this other girl, it's not the first time I heard this before. This girl, she like, oh, you an alien. I'm like, I get it. I get it. No, I get it. No, I get it. That's not the first time I have heard that. I get it. I get what she's talking about. She's like, oh, because I got some intelligence on me? Oh my God, girl. So if I'm an alien, what the fuck is she? What the fuck is going on in the world? This world is funny. This world is funny. Let me see what they said. I do not know who that is. Stop doing that. Yo, I'm really starting to understand, like, this must be like NPC turf. It gotta be. It gotta be. I'm gonna be honest with you. This is why I guess I stopped talking to like people as a whole. I'm gonna keep on doing what I do, right? Because I still be having fun. But I started realizing that if you come with intelligence, people, like, for some odd reason, it's like, I'm gonna show you this. And the average person don't know this, but I started realizing something. Let's say you come with intelligence, right? You know you can pull somebody's mind into one direction and they can't see it. Yeah, like, I'm gonna show you this. Say you want someone's mind to be within negativity. All you have to do is show them positivity. And their mind will be pulled into negativity. Let's say you want to keep someone ignorant and foolish. Show them intelligence. You'll pull their mind into ignorancy. Isn't that funny how the world works today? Just realized that. Wow. So if I forecast the opposite of what's already within overtakes the mind more. Wow. Okay. I mean, that's what's playing in their mind. So you can keep them there pretty much. Hey, I'm just becoming aware of that. So place positivity, place intelligence, and it pulls their mind into being ignorant. Damn. How else I can use that? Because I'm gonna say this. The conversation I was having at Walmart, that shit was really funny. And it was like, yo, I remember this one girl, she said, you want everybody to agree with you. I was like, oh no, that's definitely not my goal. If anything, I don't want you to agree with me. She was looking at me like, what? Like, I don't want you to agree with me. I mean, you gotta ask me if that's what I came here for. I didn't come here for that. Yeah. I came here to see what's gonna happen. There you go. So I'm not on a coin like what's right, what's wrong. I'm like, I'm on a coin that's more like, okay, this happened and now this happens. And she was like, okay, that perspective, I never heard of that. Like, yeah, of course you haven't. You're on the perspective of right and wrong. I don't care about none of that. I don't care. I really don't care about that. I care about, okay, so this happened and this happens, yeah. And this happened and that happens, yeah. Okay. Well, that's how life is. Things just happen. Psst, ain't no way to stop it. Things just naturally happen just the way they're supposed to. Just the way they're supposed to. I'm done. And then another thing I had realized too was while I was having a conversation with them, I was realizing I was like, there were many different things that was going on, but one of the main things I realized was when it comes to like, how can I say this in simple terms? Some people would say, why do people have intelligent conversations? Why do they do that? Well, let's look at it from the inside first. In order to have an intelligent conversation, you need intelligence first. That's without people. You have to do that. Now, let me show you this. Let's say you're going through a process to become more intelligent. That means that your mind is going to hold intelligence. Now, let's say you connect with another mind. The reason why you're connecting with that mind is because that mind already has the same intelligence that you know. That's why. What's already within the mind brings out connections with each other, because all we're doing is sharing the information and data of our minds anyway. That's what we're doing. So it's like, let's say you are an intelligent being, and let's say you're around another being that's not intelligent. The reason why y'all can't really be around each other and like close up, like communicating. The intelligence that they have is different from the intelligence that you have. You might look at it like, well, they got lower intelligence that's not intelligence, and I have intelligence. I hear you, but both of them are intelligence. One is an intelligence that you would do, and the other intelligence is something that you wouldn't want to do. So based on that, they're both intelligence. They are the same. I know you're looking at it like different, but both of them intelligent. Okay? So from that angle, how I'm looking at it, right? This is why I understand where only 5% of consciousness can connect within intelligence. Don't get me wrong, you can have a whole bunch of people, 95%, that are connected to, unintelligence. But the minute that they come in contact with intelligence, it shows you a whole different layer of they self. Because what happens is, the reason why you are like, let's say you're having a conversation with someone, and it comes into you both speaking about the intelligence of what you know. One of the best methods that I do, the minute I see someone, let's say, laughing, or let's say making a joke, it lets me know that this is their cutoff point when it comes to their intelligence. There is no more intelligence that's installed in the mind. So this is why they can't speak about it. The next thing is something that's predictable, either jokes, humility, something around there. It's going to be something in there. It's to make you feel like maybe you're crazy, or what is the other thing? Either make you feel like you're crazy or you're dumb. That's it. But what you have to realize is 95% of people can be connected to each other. So the emotional feeling that they have with each other, they can feel with each other. It doesn't mean that I feel that with you. I don't want to be emotionally connected to another being. Let me show you. Pay attention. Emotions are real, aren't they? Yes. Okay. If emotions are actually real, then all emotions should be expressed with everything that has a natural emotional system. Let's pay attention to the setup real quick. You have a world, right? And this is no disrespect to women at all. You can do whatever you want. I just want to show you something. Okay? You can ignore me too. It's perfectly fine. Those are your ears. You understand? Those are your ears. Now, let's get into this. You have a day. It's called Valentine's Day, isn't it? Right. We even include Mother's Day. Okay? It's a day for majority of women. Okay? All right. Now, what happens in this day is that certain days, on these days, you're given gifts, maybe a vacation trip, whatever that you get, you receive gifts on those days. Okay. So let's pay attention here. You have a scenario. You have a guy named Johnny. You have a girl named Sally. They're a couple, right? These couple, they support Valentine's Day. Every year it comes by. But it's something that they are not seeing with themselves. You know what that is? Pay attention. What happens is this. Johnny goes to sleep, right? Sally, she goes to sleep. They wake up. When they look at each other, they say, Happy Valentine's Day. That's what they say. Then they get up. When they get up, or whatever the case may be, you know what happens? Pay attention. What happens is Johnny hands Sally, right, a box. Inside the box it's a diamond bracelet, okay? One of the finest from one of the best jewelry spots in the world, okay? All right, he gets her that. Pay attention to the tech. Johnny looks at her. Sally starts to express, Oh my God! Oh my God! Johnny, can I ask you a question? That emotion, is that real? Johnny's like, yeah, that's real. Johnny, pay attention. The bracelet that she has in her hand is emotionless. So, excuse me, you're telling me that I can take something that's emotionless and draw out your truthful emotions? Wow. That bracelet is not expressing with emotions. So you're connected to things that are emotionless. Thank you for letting me know. Have a nice day. I'm not here to correct you or make you better. I just want to know something. That's it. Have a nice day. I'm up out of here. Oh, you have a nice day. Whew. Excuse me. And that's real. So setups. When you're watching the videos where the little guy takes someone's cell phone and breaks it in half, those are real emotions. So your emotionless device, I break it in half, and real emotions spill out of you. So how is your emotions real if your emotions are connected to emotionless devices? Devices don't give off emotions. They're emotionless. Shit is fucking crazy if you ask me. One of the most deepest realizations I ever seen in life. Like, Johnny, yeah, you gotta get better. Yeah, Johnny, you'll be okay. Yeah, you'll be okay. Hell no, I don't want to be like that. Don't get me wrong. I like certain things about this world, but be too emotionally attached with it? Hell nah. Hell nah. That's where you start fucking up and losing yourself. I'm trying to tell you. You telling me you would be emotionally attached to money? Bro, money is emotionless, bro. That shit don't got no feeling, bro. That shit can't talk to you, bro, and love you, bro. Word. I'm not telling you don't get money, bro. But that's not your God. Yeah, like, uh-uh. You got to think about what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, we all like rewards, but if it come down to losing yourself, nah, I'm all right. I'm gonna check out of there. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely do that. I'm a back out. Yeah, cause then you gonna start losing yourself. You gonna start becoming something outside yourself. And what's the point in doing that? You lose anything, you lose everything anyway. You know. Shit brazen. I'm trying to tell you. And then some of these people, I just be laughing at these people. I really do. Thank you for all that. That'll come back around. Oh, let me get back over here. Yeah. Well, you gotta find your way out, buddy. If you know that part about your life, you gotta at least figure it out. Yeah, throwing it and presenting it to the next person is not the key to success in life. Yeah, like what I'm saying is this. This is what some people think. They think like, okay, they got a problem in their mind, right? And they look at it like, okay, I'm gonna project it to the next person. Hold on, slow down. Slow down. So your mind has an ability to create a problem. Okay. So why your mind don't have the ability to create the solution? Oh, I get it. I'm okay. Yeah. If my mind didn't create the problem, I have no solution to the problem that you created in your own mind. Thank you. I have nothing to do with that. I see people do that all the time. Yeah, they'll create a problem in their mind, right, and be like, okay, try to throw it to this person, and I'll literally be like, excuse me. That's your problem. I have nothing to do with that. I don't operate in a world with problems. The fuck? If I didn't create it, it doesn't exist. They don't. It's just like this. I'm gonna show you. You have someone that's looking at me through this camera, and in their mind, they're projecting that they want me to lose in some type of way, right? That's what they're projecting. What you have to understand is this. You can sell an illusion to someone's conscious and they'll believe it. It is. Let's just say, this is why I say like people, they don't understand what they do with their mind. Let's just say, right, you want a certain person to lose in life, right? Well, how are they going to become a loser if everything that they're doing is to progress? Now pay attention to the setup so you can understand. Everything that's in a trash can is not something you're picking at. No one picks at anything that's in the trash can because it's the trash. But the minute it's not the trash, this is where all the other stuff coming out. You see what I'm saying? So you have to understand, don't become the trash because you are around trash. What's the point in doing that? The trash is showing you you're not the trash. Thank you. It wants you to become the trash. Thank you. So if you understand that in life, you will always understand you're not the trash. It's just that trash worship other trash. That's it. It's just worshiping itself as a trash collector. That's it. You're not the trash. So don't become the trash of what others want you to become. That's it. A lot of people, conscious is whole trash. It's just what it is. I really don't care, but some people are so dedicated to other people's lives that they're not dedicated to their life. They don't. They don't have a life. They're dedicated to other people's lives. And it's okay, but you got to understand that individual lives in your head for free every day. Yeah, they do. And the thing is, they're not even trying to. Yeah. It's like some people look at it like they'll see something in the mirror and they're like, okay, I got to be the competition to that. And it's like, no, you have to be the competition to yourself. I'm not your competition. I'm going to show you how I actually smack somebody with a mirror, a reality mirror in front of their face. I'll show you how I did it. I did it so smooth. Like, that's how I say, like, I be smooth with stuff. This was a past experience. I was with my girlfriend. And what happened was she had a brother. Her brother name was Antoine. And for some reason, this is when I had a low haircut with waves. And I would brush my hair, whatever the case may be. And after I'm in the mirror, I'm brushing my shit because it was like a big ass mirror they had inside of the living room and shit. And so I'm over here brushing my waves and whatever the case may be. And he like, yeah, my waves better than your waves, such and such, such and such. This, that, and third. I'm like, hold on, bro, stop, slow down. Excuse me. I was like, listen, you're telling me about the competition that's in your mind. Bro, in reality, I'm not in competition with you, bro. And look, I'm not even looking at him. I'm in the mirror, right? And he see my reflection looking at him in the mirror. I'm not even looking at him directly. He's looking at me through the mirror like, wow. Like, there you go. Smacking motherfucker in the face with a mirror. There you go. No, I'm like, bro, I would never be in competition with you, bro. Not with no man upon this earth, bro. You know what I'm in competition with? Myself. Humbly, bro. Not on some shit like, oh yeah. No. Literally humbly, because I'm understanding the game. Like, yeah, this how okay, yeah. Yeah, you men, I feel like y'all been taught the wrong way. But it's okay. Maybe that'll help y'all. To me, the reason why I say it help y'all, because it helped me. Yeah, the minute I started realizing that dudes be in competition with each other, I'm like, yeah, let me look at myself in the mirror. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this, motherfuckers looking at my mirror trying to be in competition with me. They like, this motherfucker don't even look at me and even see I don't even see your shit. I'm just looking at my shit. Like, oh shit. That make you upset? Oh, that make you feel like you nothing. So you look at it like, so you're not even in my mind or my world, bro. That lets you know a lot. You got it? I see many of dudes that be trying to be like in competition with me. I'll tell you some shit, real shit. One time, right? Reality always tell you the truth. Usually it's gonna start in the inside and then confirmation to work itself on the outside. That way you understand, right? One time, this shit was super funny. One time, it was a couple, right? And I was understanding why some couples are together. Some couples may be together, just being honest with you. It may not be the real curtain of love. It may not be that. It might be, okay, I can get something out of him. He can get something out of her. You know what I'm saying? It could be that type of dynamic where it's like, okay, we need each other because, we got to get this money so we can pay these bills, and it could just be that. So it ain't really nothing in the inside. Yeah, that shit can fall down any minute. I'm going to show you. Watch this. One time, right, I'm sitting here. Yeah, I was in Walmart. Yeah, I'm working in Walmart, whatever the case may be. And it was just one girl, right? I'm not really paying attention to her too much, but I am paying attention because I can see that her eye is on me too, right? So, right, people flirting, being flirtatious, whatever the case may be, right? And this is something why I realized with girls a long time, why I never operated like this. I just see why. You know how you ask certain things about yourself and you just want to get confirmation, and it could be shown to you in reality? Bro, this was the biggest mind blower ever. So I can see where her eyes, she's already choosing already. I don't know if she got a boyfriend or not. But what I do is I'm going to play. Then after that, I'm going to let everything come back to me that I want to know. It'll naturally come to me, right? Out of nowhere, I guess, yeah, I guess this what happened. So I guess she was sitting right here on the floor, right here, handling certain things with the shells and shit. So I come up next to her. I'm like, yeah, can you hand me that soap right there? Yeah, hand me that soap right there. Thank you kindly. Right there. Grab the soap, looking at this shit. Put the soap back right there. I guess somebody must have seen that and they didn't like that. I ain't do shit. Huh. I'm just seeing what I can get away with, buddy. Setups. Right, so I guess Buddy didn't like that. Right? The next day, shit was brazy. He made sure he was grabbing all on her ass, making sure this is mine. I'm like, buddy, buddy. Listen, if that's yours, you don't gotta show nobody that, bro. Yeah, if you gotta do that in front of me, bro, that's like you having a chain on, and when I come around, you gotta tuck it in. You gotta tuck your girl in when I come around. So you gotta tuck your chain in too. That's not a form of respect with yourself, bro. Yeah, that's not a form of respect. That's why she doing that. So let me ask you a question. How is that a real relationship, right? If that's how it's playing right there. It's like you forcing her to stay with you. The girl gonna make her own decisions. You about to fight over that? I'm not going to, buddy. Yeah, I'm not one of those type of pets. I'm not a pet. You understand that? Why the fuck would I fight over something and I don't have no memory with you? I don't have no bond with you or none of that. Why would I do that? The fuck out of here. That just let me know everything about him, and that let me know everything about her. That's not solid right there. Relationships don't be solid. When you keep yourself solid, you would see certain shit like, bro, no way this playing in front of me. This shit playing right here in front of you. I'm like, damn. Now, for me, I always say, I always keep it real with a girl. Off top, I be listen, anytime you want to go do something else, right, do what you do. No, do what you do. I can't hold on to something that's not mine. You get it? You get it? Like, if we building some real shit together, I understand that. But like, if you go out there and you jump off the damn bridge, oh, I'm not about to jump with you. That's just what you did with your life. Yeah, you'll be all right and shit. Yeah, they'll probably send you a helicopter down there. Hopefully they can pick you up. But I'm not jumping off with you. Yeah, I didn't design to do all that. That shit brazy tech. Hell no. That? No, that's not, no. Hell no. No. I'm trying to tell you. I said that was deep. Like that, I'm just not. I just feel like guys got to dig a little bit more deeper inside they self. And I'm talking about the intelligence. Yeah, because self-respect go a long way. Why you think she doing that, bro? She taking someone that has self-respect and she's with someone that doesn't have self-respect. Now you may look at it like, oh, she just was one of them choosing bitches, but she's showing you something that she like though. I can't really, bro, I'm gonna say this. I can't really get mad at her. I know dudes gonna get mad at me for saying this, but this is how my conscience is. When it come to girls, and let's just say a girl like she got a boyfriend and he's just not doing what he need to be doing as himself, and she decide to play with me, I'm gonna play with her. Yeah, I'm not looking at it like I'm doing something wrong. You need to probably update, sir. Well, let me tell you something. Girls, they play with what's more. Even though the world is feeding you an illusion, like, no, they like to play with what's less. Some of them do that. But then you have the other ones that's like, nah, I want to play with what's more. You might want to look at the story of Adam and Eve a little bit more different. Yeah. I'm telling you that for a reason. I'm not telling you that for no reason. You might want to look at that story a little bit more deeper. Yeah, that story has everything to do with what I just told you. So, if you're still looking at it as this and that, okay, yeah. Yeah. Shit is funny. No. Stop. Come here. Me and you are reading the same story. It's just how I'm decoding the story is different from you. See, this is what's happening. You're reading the story and you're just going with it. You're following. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not going to tell you there's something wrong with that. You can follow that. For me, how I'm looking at the Bible, I'm like, okay, when they talk about the snake and the apple, you should probably pay attention to what they're really talking about. Yeah. We're reading the same story. But my breakdown from your breakdown is two different breakdowns. You're looking at the story and you're following it. So there is no breakdown for you. You're just following it. When I break it down, I'm breaking it down differently from you. I'm breaking it down. I'm literally decoding the whole story. That's what I'm doing. That's going to be two different type of, how can I say, perspectives, right? Hey, just trying to tell you what's real. The story of Adam and Eve, we're reading the same story. I'm not going to change the story in front of you. I'm not. We're going to keep it just like that. But how I decode it is more than just a snake and an apple. The outside of the apple is supposed to be red, right? Okay. There's a stem, right, in the middle of it. Right. And there's two, how can I say, seeds inside of it. That's not identical to what you can do to a woman? No? Okay, no, it's okay. That might be too much. I'm gonna let go. That might be too much for you. Yeah, I look at that story a little bit more deeper than how you're looking at it. And for people that knows what I know, they're like, nah, he knows. Just most people don't look at it from that dimension, though. They just don't. They look at it from the third dimension of what is being installed inside their mind, what you remember. That's it. And then you follow. But then if I'm looking at what you're following and I'm looking at like, okay, this actually refers to this, and this refers to this, and this also refers to this. So this is actually talking about this. That's how that story is. Majority of those stories. They are. Adam and Eve is telling you something way more than what you think. Remember how some people say, because I'm not going to go too deep with this. You know how some people say, hey, I'm going to be honest with you. By using common sense, I'm starting to understand, was it just only Adam and Eve on the earth? Then they tell you, oh, it was a snake that manipulated Eve by using a fruit. Oh, so what's between her legs is not fruits no more. It's just a vagina, I guess. So you're telling me you can't put seeds between her legs? The stem is not the same stem that goes with inside? No. The stem is not brown like a snake. Maybe I'm going too deep here. Maybe I'm going too deep here. I'm gonna back up. Let me back up a little bit. That might be too much for the people. Yeah. 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 What you think is going on? It's kind of funny that people are still stuck. They're like, no, it's talking about this. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. Uh-huh. They probably didn't add the moaning and groaning sounds inside the Bible. That's all that is right there. Oh, yeah. You know, they edited it up sometimes and stuff. So maybe if they added those syllables and noises, then you'll probably get the picture. Yeah. I mean, I'm telling you something that's playing inside the Bible. It's not like it's not there. It's just you got to make the connections. You're looking at the story like read it and follow it. I'm not looking at the story looking at it like that. I'm looking at it like, what does this all have connections to? It has connection to this. Oh, I get a totally different story. Yeah, than what you're getting. See, like, let me show you. Some people use the Bible to follow. Others can use it as a manuscript. That's how I look at it as. Even books are. They're just manuscripts on life. You know what a manuscript is, right? Let me show you. You know how you got, let's say, a table you about to put up, right? And you know how it comes with a menu, how to put it up? Okay. The Bible is a menu, but it also have scripts that are in there. And so if you want to know, it'll show you certain things. But what I'm asking you is, do you follow that? If I'll go read, let me show you this, setups. If I say this, watch this, pay attention. You got to be careful what you believe into. Watch. Example only, okay? Let's say I go read, right? The story of Cain and Abel. And then I say, everything that's in that story is true, is real. Did you just make it real to your mind for you to live in it? What I would say is this. That was a real experience, but that's the experience that I don't want to recreate in my life. Thank you. Because it put a stop and a pause, like, okay, so you know about this, but you being that you know about it, you like, I wouldn't want to create that. Nah, I wouldn't want to do that to my brother. Nah, I'm good. I'm good on that. But I understand it. So I got to know what it was, but do I want to follow this? Nah, I'm all right. Yeah, I'm good on that. It's the reason why his name is Cain. Cain is like a crutch. You know what Cain? Like a crutch. He's able to do things for himself. So why would you cut down Abel when he can actually help you as the one that's Cain? I look at this story totally different than how you look at it. See, you reading it and you just like, you'll follow it. Right. I understand that. You can do that. I'm not telling you can't do that. But if you start understanding that it's a manuscript to teach you certain things, what not to do, then you'll start understanding like this is actually an intelligence. That's what I'm going to say. And that's with any book in life. Every book has many stories that has already played out before. It is. Every day. You can't tell me it's not. Well, look. This is what we're not about to argue about. You want to argue about if it was a fruit or not. At the end of the day, right? All the fruits that you see are identical to the fruits upon your body. So if you can't discover that, right, then you can't discover what's really going on. So all the fruits are not a representation of your body? No? Okay. I'll let you stick with that. You'll be all right. You'll be okay. It's okay. The intelligence marinating in there. It's okay. Shit brazy as fuck, ain't it? Shit is brazy. Now, the boxes. Now, this is funny. Listen to this one. Well, everything that's in Mother Nature, right, is identical to your body, inside and outside. Now, when it comes to you going inside of a store and you buying food products, right, all of them is a box. All of them. And the box is not a shape that you could find on your body, inside or out. Why is that? You ever notice that? Mother Nature doesn't make anything into a box. She doesn't. But when it comes to mankind, he makes everything into a box. Never noticed that? You never noticed that, right? Never noticed that the front door is a box, the house is a box, the bed is a box, the books you read in are a box, phone box, car box. The mail that you get looks like a box. Sink is a box. Toilet at the top is a box. The sink is a box. Refrigerator is a box. The oven is a box. The windows are a box. The garage door, fucking box. The fence, a fucking box. But there's no boxes on your body. Have some self-awareness. You'll be okay. You'll be all right. Everything. The pieces of paper that you write on, a box. The tablet that you have, a box. The cell phone is a box. The computer, oh, it's a box too. Trying to keep you inside the box. The box is all around you. But it's not within you. Oh, my bad. My bad. Not until you start to install it within you, though. Yeah, think about it. You look at it like this. You look at it as, I'm eating food. Watch this. Let's go past the word of food. Let's go past that. What is within you? Is it just food? Like, yes, that's within me? No. What's within you is a vitamin code system and a mineral code system. So your body and the biology of your body operate with vitamins and minerals. That's what it operates with. That's the system. So how is it that your body operate with food when your body actually operate with vitamins and minerals? No, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I understand some people, are food to that word food, because anyone understands the word food is very identical to the word full. It is. Like, when it comes to that, everything that you eat, it comes down to information and data. It's not food. Now, what you got to understand is this. When it comes to like Mother Nature, right? You know how you label something with a word and you put a label on there. That's what you do with your conscious. But if you went into any farm, there is no labels on the on anything in the farm. You're labeling it as a watermelon. Mother Nature is not labeling it as a watermelon. They look like it's vitamins and minerals inside of there that are connected to the technology of your body. That's what it looks like. But you keep putting the illusion of food in front of you. So that blocks you from knowing the intelligence. I mean, that's what's there. You eat a watermelon, it boosts up, you know, your pH balance, all that good stuff. There's more things that it do. But at the same time, it comes down to information and data. It's not one word. That has many different things that your body already naturally have. So it's the same information and data as you. You might deal with like the separation thing. Like, okay, everything is food. Everything is not food. It's all information and data based on what information and data you select. If you want low tier information and data to put your consciousness in lower state, you can do that. If you want higher state, then you can do that too. It's all consciousness. Consciousness deal with information and data. You deal with information and data because you communicate. That's what you do. You deal with information and data on memory. You deal with information and data speaking, listening, remembering, repeating. That's what happens. That's how the world operates. Is you think money is the biggest currency. That's not the only biggest currency. That's one of the biggest illusions to currency. Without any action or information and data, nothing plays out. Money is just an illusion to make you think it's playing out for money. It's not. That's just a trick to the mind. That's it. Based on what you accept. So, with that being said, when it comes down to, let's say, because you got to be like careful what you do to yourself. Let's say you're eating, you know, let's say artificial ingredients, right? Now, your body, they're going to tell you it's just a word. You got a body. But your body is the hardware. The things that you eat and the things that you consume is the software. See, what happened in life was this. A lot of people know about being psychological, but a lot of people forgot how to be technological, where your logic understands technology and all technology around you. So I'm speaking English in front of you, right? But the tongue that I'm speaking in is not a tongue that may be open to your consciousness to understand yet. That's what happened sometime in technology. Now, let me show you something, right? I'm going to step off of that and show you something. Some people say in this life, you could be receiving an upgrade consciously, right? Now, I'm going to put something in front of you that way you can understand something with yourself. This is easy to do. I would tell you, electronic device, right, holds more intelligence than a human. And you would simply say to me, that's impossible. And I would agree with you. I'm not here to disagree with you. Let's pay attention to something. So, when it comes towards a phone, right, always understand that all phones deal with upgrades. Okay, that means the technology of the conscious of this phone, that's what you call, which is a digital device that has a mind that holds consciousness as well. It deals with information and data when it comes towards upgrading. Let me ask you a question. Did you ever see your phone reject an upgrade? No, think about that. Your phone doesn't reject upgrades. If your phone doesn't reject the upgrade, do humans reject upgrades? Slow down. You have free will, right? Right. So you have free will in order to reject consciousness or to remain in lower conscious. You have free will to do that. So if I know that, then everything that I just said in front of you is in front of you. So, you got to be careful. You got to be very careful. Because let's say this, watch. Let's say you say in front of your face, you say, I'm eating food. Pay attention. The food comes down to an ingredient. Ingredient. In. What's within, okay? What's going within you. Now, the ingredient has nothing to do with your vitamin code system and mineral code system. That's what's within you. What's within you is a vitamin code system, mineral code system. But what's on the third dimensional box is an artificial ingredient. So it doesn't identify with nothing with you. It doesn't. Now let's pay attention to this. You have an artificial ingredient. Pay attention to this. Artificial, A, ingredients, I. You know how most people say that they want to break out of a stimulation? How you gonna ever break out of a stimulation if you're installing the hardware of your vessel? How you gonna break out of that? You think the stimulation is on the outside? No, the stimulation is downloaded inside the conscious of your mind and stimulates your mind within this matrix or conscious reality that you're in. It's in the inside. It's not an outside thing. Most people believe it's an outside thing. That's the perception that you want to believe in. Everything is start off in the inside. Based on what your mind accepts is a reflection of things that you accept on the outside of you. That's it. If you disrespect yourself, right, others will disrespect you because you accept disrespect with yourself. It's the same thing. Others will reflect from you because they will show you what they have and what you have, and you realize it's not aligned. No? No. Sure. Oh, I'm saying? I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Right? Bro said the most funniest thing in the comment. He said, we aren't brain dead enough to understand you. So, they actually understand down there? That's what it just said. Oh. All right. No, shout outs to y'all. Maybe y'all getting something together. Maybe they're starting to look at the light like, it's not crazy. It's not. I thought it was fucking a lunatic, but he's not fucking crazy. He just got fucking logic that my mind don't have access to. Oh, shit. It's okay. You'll be all right. I'm trying to tell you, you're going to be okay. Everybody, based on, it's like this, something simple. Let's say you have a UBS hard drive, right? Whatever, you have an option to put whatever you want on there. You do. That's including a virus, whatever. That's your option. But you have to realize, like, the USB hard drive, it holds data and information. So if you know that, you would be like, hold on, I wouldn't want to put a virus on the UBS hard drive because it'd be infected with a virus. It's the same way with your body. Yeah, it's the same way. In order to get a virus, what do you have to do? You have to install it in your body. Thank you. In order for a computer to get a virus, what do you have to do? You have to install it inside the computer. That's what you have to do. It's the same thing. What's the difference? You thought it was a difference? There's nothing that's different. You didn't realize that? You can get a virus and the computer can get a virus. The both of y'all can get the same thing. So how y'all different? No, I get it. I understand. I understand. We always have to live in a world of separation, but when connection shows you that there is no separation, then it's like, oh, this is why I'm gonna show you this. Pay attention to this. Everyone remember this when you were a kid, when you were smaller. Okay? Remember when you were small, let's say between elementary or junior high school, which some people say middle school, right? They'll show you these 3 circles. They'll have one circle to the left, one circle to the right, and then they'll have this circle that's in the middle that bridge all the circles together. Can I ask you a question? Was they showing us something about the third eye? I'm gonna say that one more time so you can catch it. Remember, between elementary or junior high school that you call high school, I mean, not that you call middle school, right? Before you get to high school, you usually learn this. They'll draw one circle to the left, one circle to the right, and then one circle in the middle. That has nothing to do with the third eye. They wasn't showing you that in school. You didn't look at it like that. They're teaching you the shit in front of you. The average child may not look at it from that standpoint. So they taught you something about the technology of your left mind, your right brain, and the third eye that's in the middle when they're connected. Watch, pay attention. In the left bubble, we're gonna put apples, right? We're gonna put, let's say, apples, let's say, pears, right? You put that in the right bubble. What makes them together, though? Some people gonna say they from the same, they within the fruit family. Okay. Some people gonna say, how can I say? They both got seeds. Okay. What else? Both of them deal with the same information data as the body. Okay. So they the same because they have the same intelligence that the body have. That's what brings them together. I'm just looking at it as some people say bananas, plums. Great. You're going to say those are 2 different things. I hear you. I'm not going to say they're not. But what makes them the same? They're both fruits. Both of them provide you the nutrients that you need for your body. Very simple. Both of them do. You need both of them, especially real bananas that got the seeds in them. Oh, yeah, you need them. Oh, you don't know about those. They have those. You can order those on the internet. You definitely can. No, they have seeds in them. Real shit. Those are the real bananas. The other bananas, I don't know what them is. I don't know. What's that? I don't know what that is. If it don't have a seed, it automatically strike my conscience like no. No? Can't do that. All plants usually come with a nice good seed in there. It does. It does. Because, like, when it comes to fruits, plants, all that, it has to, like, it's like a certain code of life that some people don't realize. It's like, it has to give you some type of seed so you can duplicate it again and again and again and again and again and again. That way it can never be taken out of existence. But if you got a world like this where you got, you know, how can I say? I don't even know how this shit is, like, I can see how it's done, but it's just kind of crazy because you got all these people in the world, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, you have, you know, fruits, you have food products, right? But none of these food products that's in like these 3rd dimensional boxes, they don't identify with nothing in the body. Nothing. But the fruits, they do. They deal with everything that's in the body. So it's like, okay, you only supposed to be eating from life. Everything outside of that it has nothing to do with life. It doesn't. And I feel like I know that the reason why the third dimensional box was invented, because it tells something about every house. It does. And a lot of people, they don't get the message. But every house has a triangle on there for a reason. And if you look at your house and you understand like what the third eye is about, then you'll start looking at your house a little bit more different. You wouldn't look at your house like, okay, it's just why you have a box at the bottom and you have a triangle at the top. Why would you have that? Is that not telling you to block your third eye? That's not how you look at it. Well, shit, it's a code everywhere. You think that's just built like that, just like that on purpose? No. Even your house tells you that. You would tell me that the houses have nothing to do with trickery or Satan. Whatever it is. Keep you in a box, keep you in a block, block you out of consciousness, keep you here, trapped, enslaved. See? Now, look. Box, box, block, block. See? Bots, block, block. See? Yeah. I'm all right, bro. You can keep that for yourself. For real, for real. Bro said there's minerals everywhere, though. Okay, great. A lot of people don't know that. How you missing something that's in front of you? But he said, okay, what are you saying this for? I missed it. How you missed it if it's playing in front of you? That's like you eating from a box. You don't understand that what you doing? Everybody like, yeah, you know what I mean? What's the saying, everybody? You got to think outside the box. How you gonna think outside the box is everything that you install inside the hardware of your vessel comes from a box. How you escaping that? Your body holding that information, you know that, right? And the more and more you do that, the more and more of your body consume it, the more and more your body become it. And that's why your body requests for it every time. It's like you eat from, let's say, Hamburger Helper or any of those boxes, right? Your body holding information, right? So that's why your body wanted it again, because it was already holding it. See? I'm going to show you something I do. This is what I do. And I purposely do this so I can get stronger in certain things. I don't do this all the time, but I do this from time to time with certain things just to see how many times I would do it. Just to see if I got control over it. I'll do this. I'll literally be like, I know I ain't supposed to eat no chicken, but I'm going to eat it this one time. And I'm going to see, right, if I eat it the next day, or if I eat it the next day, or if I follow the craving of chicken. I'll eat that chicken that one day and I'll be like, I'll sit there consciously and be like, Yeah, I'm not even thinking about that shit. Like I'm not. It's not something that I process in my body that I need every day. I don't. So that let me know I got control over that. Like the average person, like you, I don't eat chicken. I don't do the chicken thing. But I did that for one day just to see what type of control I got over it. I just wanted to see. And the next day came by and I was like, I'm not even thinking about chicken. Like, I don't even want that shit. It's not something that my body holds. That lets you know with your body don't hold it. So that's why your body not requesting for it. Like my body just shredded that out. It wasn't like it didn't sit in my system for 24 hours. So that lets you know with my system, it has like stabilized itself where literally it only requests for what I hold. That's it. And I only hold really like vitamins and minerals and shit. Don't get me wrong, I have my little, little snacks and stuff. You know what I mean? But far as that, I really try to keep it as healthy as possible. As healthy as possible. Like as healthy as I can be. You know what I'm saying? So that way when I go in the store, it's like subconsciously I can see like, okay, as soon as I go in the store, I'm only looking for health things. Your body only going to request what you already have inside. That's it. I'm trying to tell you. I can go past it. You be like, bro, you just walk past the whole snack aisle. Like, oh, I don't want none of those snacks. Yeah, those are not healthy snacks. I like healthy snacks. I do. Like I like apples with almond peanut butter. That shit good. Oh my God. You don't know what you missing. Like, what? You ain't tried it out. You gotta let your tongue gonna tell your mind what it is. No way. Your tongue gonna tell your mind what it is. Always know your tongue connected to your mind too. Yeah, it's gonna let you know. Bam. You got that? Yeah. Oh yeah, that shit good. I'm trying to tell you, I got me a whole thing of apples. Whole big ass thing of some almond peanut butter. One of the best snacks in the world. I'm trying to tell you. One of the best snacks in the world. Anytime I want a snack, I'll be like, let me see what's in there. I got all these fruits. I'm about to go crazy on these shits. Then I sit there and be like, well, at least I ate something healthy. You know what I'm saying? Trying to keep it as healthy as possible. I just can't do certain shit no more. I can't. Like, all those box foods, oh, hell no. No, I don't like none of that shit. That shit too much. Yeah, that shit do too much. I told you one time, this was funny, right? One time I was like, you know what I mean, with my ex and shit. And she decided to get me some, this shit was really funny. She decided, I said, hey, when you come up to my job, right? Just bring me some, you know what I mean, something home cooked real quick. Man, she ignored that shit. Fuck that. Came back up here with some McDonald's. I'm like, this is when I knew I was starting to change. Because usually I would just eat the McDonald's. You know, the chicken sandwich, the fries, all that. I looked at the bag and I was like, didn't I tell you I wanted a home cooked meal? Like, why you playing with me, Wiley? Why you doing that? Yeah, like, I need something that got something real in it. I can't eat this fake shit and work. She just sat there and looked at me like I was dumb. I'm like, all right, watch this. Watch the kickback and this shit. I was like, give me the rest of the food and stuff. Grabbed the whole bag, threw that shit across the fence. I don't give a fuck about none of that. Now respond. Oh, why you just did it? Stop. You care about me throwing the poison away from me? That shit killing me. What are you doing? What is you doing? No, I can't keep eating that shit. And I get mad. Like, that's why I always ask a girl, do you know how to cook? Because I'll get, like, if you keep trying to feed me fast food, I'll get angry. I will. It's just a natural emotion with me. Like, I get angry when I start eating fast food. That's why I can't eat that shit. I can't eat fast food. I get angry. Like, if I keep eating too much of it, you be like, bro, what's wrong with you? The food. Like, I hate that shit. I'm trying to tell you, like, certain things that it kind of triggers certain people differently. It do. Like, I can't eat fast food. Like, let's say this. Say I'm on a road trip, right? And we get a little quick little burger and a fry, right? I'll do that. That's okay, right? We just on a little road trip, we getting by. But once I land in the city, oh hell no, you taking me over here to the grocery? Hell yeah. I'm cooking something. I'm not doing that. No. I'm not doing none of that all day. No, no, bro. Like, don't get me wrong. I go out to certain places that, nice places, nice restaurant. Don't get me wrong. But every day, no. I don't trust someone cooking my food. I have a certain like trust level with myself. I don't trust that all the time. I don't. Some people can be conniving. Yeah. 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 Okay. I'm not telling you shouldn't go to a restaurant. It's just certain things I just trust myself doing. I feel like cooking food is like a sacred thing. Yeah, everybody shouldn't be cooking for you. Now, if you got a chef and that's your chef, no, go ahead and do your thing. Chef Boyardee, do your thing, right? But certain things when it come to cooking, nah, I'd rather do that myself. I used to cook. This used to be so funny. My ex-girlfriend that I was with, this used to be so funny, bro. I started cooking for myself again because my mother always showed me how to cook and shit. And the way I learned how to cook from her was she'd be sitting there like, why you sitting by the door? I'd be like, I'm just watching what you're doing. Yeah, I'm just watching what you're doing right there. It smell good in here. Can I help? She'd be like, come on and you can help. So she'd teach me things. And once I mastered that, I was like, yeah, I could always cook for myself. Hell yeah. What used to be so funny was this. My ex-girlfriend, she used to look at me, she was like, why are you in the kitchen cooking? I can do this, like, I can cook for you. I'm like, oh no, I'm like, I'm good and shit, I got it and shit. She like, but I can do this for you. I'm like, I got it and shit. I got it, you know what I'm saying? No, I got it. It's all good. I got it right here. Bro, she used to feel so embarrassed. She used to be like, he just really gonna cook for himself. He don't even ask me. Like, I'm not used to asking you about that. I'm not. I'm used to taking care of myself. That's what I'm used to doing. Even girls know that when they come around me, like, I could have just cooked for you real quick. The food was in there. Like, yeah, I would have cooked it for you. I'm like, oh, I'm not used to asking that. I just do it myself. Yeah, I'm not used to doing that. Why do you want to cook the food? Why do you want to do that? I'm not saying you're going to do anything crazy. I'm just asking you, like, why you want to do that? Why would you want to cook for me? Why do you want to do that? No, just let me know. I just want to know. And then show me. Yeah, you got to show me that shit. Yeah. Now, another story I want to tell my audience about, right, is this, right? Today, right? Beautiful day, right? This was funny. You know how some people, they'll call themselves a certain title? You know what I'm saying? But then when you understand the title that they call themselves, you kind of like look at their actions, you know what I'm saying? To see if that title actually is real like that, right? So, right? A person, they told me there was a certain title, right? Pretty much they called themselves a queen. Now, listen to this. This was brazy as hell. For some reason, that's what they call themselves, right? But this one dude I always talk to that's there. Really smart. He really smart. He got a good mind on his head. I'm not gonna lie. He know how to use his intellect. He's smart. I ain't gonna lie. But he definitely smart. He showed me some shit. He said, that's what she is? He said, yeah. Let me show you something. Bro, he took out this dictionary and he showed me the word queen, right, is a updated word of prostitute. I'm like, bruh, what the fuck? No way. When he showed me that, I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Like, you get it, right? He like, no. The words that they say, it means the same thing in the beginning. It didn't change. It's just a pronunciation change. That's it. How you form the word up. Like, wow. I'm like, damn. I'm like, bro, I didn't know that. He like, I know. I'm just showing you. I'm like, damn, okay. But the funny thing about this was in this situation, I had told this girl, and I knew I was saying this for a reason. I felt like she felt like I was just being funny. I was like, she was like, yeah, I'm a queen. I'm like, I don't know what a queen is. You gotta show me what that is. So she trying to tell me, I'm like, no, stop. You don't have to tell me. Show me what your actions are. Thank you. In order to be that, you have to have the actions of that. So show me. Bruh, I see why in my life I never requested for a queen. Yeah, I see why. Yeah, I see why. You know how you request for things like when it comes to women and shit like that? You like, yeah, you know what I mean? Want to be such. I'm like, I see why I don't say the word queen. Yeah, this girl showed me every reason why not to request a queen. I'm trying to tell you, bro. She showed me. I'm watching this shit. I'm like, damn. Yeah, I see why I never request for that. That's like never in my mind frame. I guess myself was just showing me like, oh no, I'm gonna show you the reason why it's not there. I'm gonna show you why. This the reason why right here. Like, damn. Okay. All right. Shit. God damn. It just sound nice, don't it? Yeah. But the reality behind that is something that you like, yeah, I don't agree with that. Because what it is I'm not really judging that person. I'm more looking at them and their intelligence, and I'm just understanding we don't have the same intelligence. We don't. Like, how you move is not how I move. How you vibrate is not how I vibrate. So we're not aligned. We're not. What it is some people they'll try to sell a persona, but I'll look at their persona in the forefront, but then I'll move around and watch their actions. And then once I see their action, then I understand, okay, this is what it is right here. Like, I'm going to be honest with you. I was having a conversation with just one individual. Two other individuals were totally unaware with themselves that they came inside of a conversation that had nothing to do with them. Nothing, had totally nothing to do with them. I'm literally having a conversation that I'm like, yeah, I can't have with them. We were talking about this. We were like, I was telling them, I'm like, so, right? I was like, let me ask you a question, right? If a mother, right, she have a son, right? And let's just say the father, right, is not in the household. Is the mother going to give the son the best upbringing? And most of them, it was two girls. I don't know why the other girl came up. Like, she was just so interested in what I was talking about. And that let you know something about her character. You'd be like, now watch what I do today. It's going to be so funny. Anyways, right, they were interested in what I was talking about. So they say, nah, the mother will give the son the best upbringing. I said, okay. I said, what's happening is the both of y'all, what y'all doing is y'all following the words that I'm selling y'all. I'm selling y'all words. I'm telling you that your mother, right, and that's your son. And so being that that's your son, you look at it as I'm the best one to upraise him. I'm not going to tell you can't. I'm not going to tell you can't. Try to do it. Let's see what happens. Now watch this. When it comes to this, what's within the inside of them, right? What's within the inside, right? It's also what teaches the technology of a mind. The intelligence is what's inside, okay? Now pay attention. When it comes to that, how are you going to raise him if you don't have the same intelligence as him? You're going to label it as masculinity. I'm going past that world too. You deal with words. I don't deal with that. Now watch this. When it comes to your son, right, and the father, the both of them hold the same information and data. Both of them do. When it comes towards the mother and the son, watch. She holds 2 double X chromosomes. That's what you hold in the inside. That's what make you feminine divine, and you shouldn't hate yourself for that. Yeah, you should really honor yourself. Moving along with the classroom, right? When it comes to him, right, that you call him, he is the Y and X chromosome. So how are you going to teach him anything about his Y chromosome, right, if you don't possess the Y chromosome within you? How? You don't hold it. So if you don't hold the information, right, then you can't properly upbring him. Right. What you have to understand is with him, he's a balancer. When it comes to the X chromosome and the Y chromosome, he can balance both of them. You know how you have someone where you look at someone and you like, yo, they're emotionally intelligent with themselves. They can balance both of their chromosomes. They can balance the mind and the brain. You understand what I'm saying? They can balance the shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, watch. Remember I was telling you about the emotionally intelligent thing? When I said that you shouldn't, if you're emotionally intelligent, you shouldn't have your emotions attached to to emotionless things. That's being emotionally intelligent. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, let's say I started an argument right through the phone. Guess what happened? I just used the phone to manipulate your conscience to an argument. Now you emotional. I just tapped into your emotional setting with the emotionless device. That's not being emotionally intelligent. Your emotions come out when you're in reality. Your emotions don't come out over an emotionless device. That's not supposed to happen. That's not real. That's a perception that you can believe into, but always realize every device is emotionless. So if you're showing emotions to a device, then that means you're emotionally plugged in to this world. And you got to be careful with that. Because once someone know that, they can use that against you. It is. It's just like this, right? We were talking about intelligent things. Being that their mind didn't hold intelligence based on what we were talking about, what they tried to do is, I'ma make you feel like you stupid. That's it. Do you know why that's happening? In the inside of their mind, they're not telling you that they feel like they're stupid. Yes, because intelligence will literally make you feel like you're stupid. And so what happens is the person doesn't understand with their mind that they're only reflecting what they feel in that moment. That's it. That's what's playing in front of you. You may not look at it as such, but that's what's playing in front of you. Like they're only reflecting what's inside their mind. And they're only showing it to you. Like, this is in my mind. I feel stupid, but I want to make you feel stupid because I feel stupid. Thank you. They don't have a control setting to say, hold on, stop. Why do I feel stupid? You know what? Let me get some intelligence. That way I'm not stupid. That's the key. That's the key. The key is not, okay, I feel stupid, so I'm going to throw my stupidness onto the smart person. The smart person is becoming smarter. They're looking at it like, okay, so you have no accountability to your own mind, so give your mind things with no accountability in it. There you go. That's how they're looking at this. How do you think they're looking at it? Yeah, you got to realize that. You can only be stupid to yourself. Your mind holds stupid things, right? Like SpongeBob and shit, right? I understand. So with that being said, that's what the intelligence that you spill out. That's it. You can have a higher form of intelligence. That's up to you, though. That's a choice. I realized that in that situation, I was laughing. I walked away so calmly, and I was like, give them about a whole month to themselves. They're gonna be sitting there like, why doesn't he talk to us anymore? And in that moment, I was so consciously aware. I was like, so this is why I don't talk to them? Like, no, because everything that you come out with intelligence, they're gonna look at it as a problem. I told you. It tells you everything about that culture, doesn't it? They'll tell you everything. They'll think you even from their culture. Shit is funny. That shit was funny. I remember I was like, what do I look like in front of you? She should have answered a little differently. I was like, what do I look like in front of you? She was like, oh, you're a black man. I was like, oh, okay. Wow. So your mind works as profiles that's installed in your mind that your mind holds as a memory. And you, in your mind, just profiled me. And so, based on the profile that you selected in your mind, is the treatment that I will receive too. I'm okay. Yes, I'm okay. I don't do that with people. Yeah, I don't look at it like, oh, you're this. No, no, no. You got to show me what you are in reality. Words can be an illusion to make you think a certain type of way. The action is going to show you something totally different. Yeah, you can't get past that. That's like in documentation. They always break down what the actions was. Thank you. What you think the documentation's for? Trying to tell you. That's like, you know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about. Hold on. I gotta get this rolling. Bro said, what's the topic? Consciousness. You know what I'm saying? Now listen to this one, right? Now, old girl, she was telling me, she was like, you gotta really listen. She was like, because I was like, yeah, you know what I mean? Girls, they should have, more kids, bring more kids to the planet and shit. Bro, she looked at me and she was like, yeah, all girls that you say this to, this should get away from you. I was like, whoa. No, thank you for letting me know that. I'm not going to make that real in my reality, but thank you for letting me know that. That means I can use that. Yeah. So in order to figure out the real one, right, it's best to say, you going to get pregnant. You going to get pregnant. And then watch the arguments, what it says. Let me see. You know what I'm projecting? One to tell me like, oh, thank you. That's what you want from me? Like, yeah, bring life to the planet. I get that reaction. Oh, yeah, she getting this number today. Hell yeah, you getting this number today. Hell yeah. You set with yourself. You're not arguing with yourself. Thank you. You actually love yourself some type of way. To me, I'm just being honest. If you can literally say like, if someone come up to you now, oh yeah, you're going to have some beautiful kids in the future. And you consciously sit there and be like, oh no, thank you. Thank you for telling me that. I am? Yeah, hell yeah, you are. Hell yeah. You definitely gonna have some beautiful children. You definitely are. If I see that you argue with yourself, I'm walking away, baby. We can't build nothing. Right, you can't build nothing with your own private parts. What the fuck is going on here? You don't see her arguing what's between her legs? She's having a conversation between her legs, with her legs wide open like, we're not getting pregnant. Fuck wrong with you down there? Like, whoa, whoa. I mean, I don't talk disrespectful like that to my private part. I mean, I tell my private part like, hey, we gotta chill out. You know what I'm saying? We gotta chill out. You know what I'm saying? We gotta get to know what the conscious like, okay. You know what I'm saying? No way. This is I'm trying to tell you. I know there has to be like a hidden sequel of people having conversations with their private parts. Yeah, I know it's got to be, bro. I know it sounds brazy how I'm saying this shit, but I'm just looking at it play in front of me. I could not believe what I was seeing. I was like, why am I saying this? I normally don't say this. I normally just walk by, don't really say too much. Now I'm just socializing with girls and shit. I'm like, yeah, you gonna get pregnant and shit, Missy? Oh no, I'm like, oh shit. Then this one girl, this white girl, this shit was funny as hell. This one white girl, she got like all these different tattoos and shit, right? She remind me of like a motorcycle white girl. You know one of the motorcycle white girls? You know what I'm talking about, right? You know what I'm talking about. The one that get off the motorcycle. You know what I'm talking about, right? Her, right? I was like, yeah, you gonna get pregnant, girl. She was like, why would you say that? I was like, whoa. Whoa, let me just creep up out of there right there. Oh, yeah, let me creep up out of there. That look like it's going to be an argument. Let me get up out of there. Ooh, babe, you seen that? That's the argument of self. I'm just showing you right here. This one other girl, right? I'm not going to lie. Chocolate girl. She was so beautiful and tall. She was a beautiful chocolate girl. I'm not going to lie. I seen her. I'm like, let me try this out. I just want to see if it's a firecracker behind it. I just want to see it real quick. Watch this. You going to get pregnant. The other girls, right? They just looked at me and they were just like, just keep walking. No, girl, don't. Just keep walking. Girl, you don't argue with him. Just walk. They already knew what's up. She didn't know. I'm like, you see how she arguing? You arguing in front of the sun and Mother Nature can hear you. You know that, right? Yeah, you got to be a little bit consciously aware out in this motherfucker. You just come out here in front of the planet like, yeah, fuck you, this, that, and the third. Like, Mother Nature can hear you say that. You know that, right? She can hear you say that. She can hear you. You know that, right? All right. You might want to be very careful what you're disrespecting on the planet. You might want to be very careful. Like, so the sun is just going out there like, yeah, you going to get pregnant and you going to get pregnant too. Yeah, you going to get pregnant. Yeah. And the motherfuckers kick back with, you fucking crazy. Like, wow. Fuck is going on in this planet and shit? Hell no. This shit is funny. I could not believe I was sitting here in a world like that before. Yeah, it's not real today. It's just something to laugh about today. Yeah, it is. I just be sitting there like watching this shit, like a TV and shit. This shit be funny. It do. I'm like, let me see what she gonna say. You gonna get pregnant. Let me see. Oh. Okay, this one other white girl, she was funny. She was really funny. I was like, you gonna get pregnant, this and third. She was like, for real, really? She was like, thank you. She was like, how do you know that? I was like, because you don't have kids, you're gonna have kids in the future. She was like, oh, you're right. She was like, you're right. You're right. She was like, but thank you. I was like, you're welcome. I'm trying to see who else is gonna respond like this too. That's the first one that respond like that out of all of them. Damn, like, I'm just being honest. I'm just doing research in reality. I like doing research in reality. I don't like doing it behind all the computer. No, I like to go out there and do it myself. You got it? So that's just, listen, when I'm talking about that, that's not to talk about every state. That's just the state of New York. Listen, I'm a Floridian. Do you understand that? Okay, so with that being said, I just visit here. Understand? All right, I just a visitor, just passing through. Okay? That's all. That's how the people move there. Is that normal in your state? I'm just asking. In the state of New York, it's definitely normal. Yeah, one girl, she said, I ain't having no kids. They hard-headed. They bad. I said, oh, no. You know what it is? It ain't that. Oh, it definitely ain't that. You know what it is? This girl right here knows she bad as fuck. And let me tell you, you know, be the hardest truth in the world. When a woman, let's say she bad as hell, it could be a dude too, vice versa, right? And they have a kid that's the same reflection as them. Oh my God. Oh my God. That motherfucker showing them like, yeah, motherfucker, this what you is. This what you do. Why do you think I do this shit? Cause of you. Like, yo, no way. Yeah. That's why I say you gotta be careful of what you do. Like, before you have children, there's certain things that you can get rid of. That way when you have your child don't do that shit because you broke that bond or whatever you know, whatever that you do in the past, you know what I'm saying? You broke that. So it's like, okay, bam. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I kind of look at things. You're going to be a reflection. Your child going to be a reflection of you. Yeah. I told you, listen, I already know my child going to do this. Either I have a girl or a boy, which one ever I have, right? I already know they going to do this. I already know. They're going to be sitting there looking at me like, you really talked about this on camera, and when it happened, you already knew. I already know already. They're going to go there, they're going to be like, I'm trying to smoke some of that green, you know what I'm saying? No, daddy, he be smoking that shit all the time, you know what I'm saying? This shit be smelling good. Shit, I mean, I don't want him to know. See, look at him. I'm going to figure out anyway. Just how I'm going to respond to them, they're going to be like, wow, I didn't expect you to respond like this. You're going to do what you do. You're going to make your own decisions. I'm not here to, like, control your decisions. I'm not here to do that. I'm only here to guide you. That's it. You tell me, yo, I'm about to go do this. Why I did this. And this what happened when I did this. And I'm still loving you for who you are. You're going to do your own decisions. I'm not here to control that shit. Some people say, oh, I don't put leashes on motherfuckers. I don't do all that shit. I don't do all that. They're going to live their life how it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker probably sit here, be smoking some weed, come in there like, let me see. Yeah, I see you smoking weed and shit. With your friends and shit. What's up with that? Now, what's up with that, though? Like, you going to smoke weed without me, though? So you telling me you lit your first blunt without your papa. You can't smoke one blunt with me. That's fucked up right there. That's fucked up. Come on, twin. You better than that. Like, so you not mad at me for smoking weed? No, it's just weed. It come from the earth. You like conscious from the earth, like me. Can't get mad at that. That's just inside your genetic code genes. I already know that. That's what you naturally gonna do. I can't be mad at you for that, but damn, you couldn't smoke the first blunt with me, though? Damn, that's fucked up. Well, take this right here. No, take this because you gonna smoke and shit. Take this. There you go. And if you need some, come to me. Yeah, you don't want to be smoking everything from everybody else. You don't know what they put in there, okay? Everything in there, good. I'll probably walk away from my son or daughter. They gonna be sitting there looking crazy, like I'm hiding this shit from him. And he not even mad about what I did. See? They'll be all right. They gonna smoke that blunt in there. Smoke whatever you gonna smoke. I see you later on. Shit, I'm up out of here, yeah. Like, no way. I'm a different type of father. Especially if the mother try to go in there and be like, yeah, he in there smoking weed and such. Like, son, you in there smoking weed? That's what I'm talking about. Shit. You give me some. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. At least he's not a fucking meth head or a crackhead. Shit. He's smoking green. That's what I do. The same thing. I can't be mad at my son for what he do. That's natural. I can't be mad at that. How can I be mad at that? He's smoking weed. He want to experience weed. I can't. You bet not. Like, he gonna go do it more. I did the same thing. I'm just gonna ignore you. You can't tell me what to do. Fuck you. I love you, but I'm gonna do this anyway. Right. They're gonna love you more for just being open with them. That's it. I know my daughter, I catch her smoking. Like, what you doing, little girl? What you doing? Come on, Papa, don't be tripping. Stop. Don't tell me what to do. Right here. You smoking weed and shit? Yeah. Like that little motherfucker. Let me see how you hit the blunt and shit. Oh, you don't know how to hit them. You don't know how to hold the blunt and shit. Like, she'll be sitting there like, this motherfucker over here having fun with me and shit. What the fuck? Why am I hiding this from you? Like, girl, I find out everything. You be all right and shit. Mom's probably looking up at me like, so that's the only thing you gonna say? She like smoking weed and shit. She like doing what her father like to do. What? I can't be mad at her? Right. You stay mad as shit. That ain't got nothing to do with me, girl. Right. She gonna live her life. God damn. That's what she gonna do. What you want me to do? Grab her by her neck, tell her don't smoke weed. She can still run outside and do it. Thank you. Like, she gonna do what she gonna do. I'm just here to help her. Of course, I'm gonna give her guidance. She gonna have some structure, of course. But baby girl gonna make her own decisions. Right. That's what she gonna do. Baby boy gonna make the same thing. He gonna do the same thing. Like, Papa, I went over here and did such and such. Hey, for real? Damn, what you learn out of that? Such and such, such and such? That's what I'm talking about. All right. Got it right? Yeah, I got it right. That's what's happening. That's what's supposed to happen. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. It's all life. Right. I'm not here to control you and shit. The reason why I don't do that is because I already lived a life like that before as a kid. Yeah, it didn't work out. Kept everything from my mom. I ain't telling her shit. The minute I tell her the truth, go to argue with me and shit. I'm not telling you nothing. I'm not saying anything. I got nothing to say. No. But then that make me realize, okay, be open-minded with your child. Like, yeah, nah, they'll tell you shit that you'll be like, damn. They'll only come to you though. Sometimes it's like that. Sometimes it's like they be like, I know I can go to my pops and shit. Like for real, like he different. He don't try to like he'll give you some game, but he don't judge you. Like word, like nah, he like really open minded. He, you know what I'm saying, little papa, such. Well, look, if you do that right, you got this on the table, but you got this on the table, and you got this on the table right here. Now, if you play this, and play this, it's gonna play out like this. Like, what the fuck? So you telling me I'm trying to look at the best interest for my child. They're going to do what they're going to do. I'm just here to help them. That's it. They're going to make their own decision. At least they came to me, you know. We have some type of trust. And that's because they extend that trust to me, not because I forced it out of them. No, it was just like, he don't judge me. Like, you the judge of yourself. Yeah, you got to judge yourself. I'm only going to tell you, like, as your upbringing, as I'm guiding you, I'll tell you, like, you know, you shouldn't do this because such and such, such and such. But if you do it anyway, you just got to know everything. In life, you're going to make trial and error. But when you make trial and error, it gets you to knowing the solution to it as well. Now, if it don't come with no solution, walk away. Yeah, if it don't come with no solution, walk away from it. Yeah, don't wait. Like if you still waiting for something to change and it hasn't changed, and you are making the change, oh, it's time for you to walk away. Yeah. Shit, it's brazy tech out here. No.